How did the courage of one woman save Israel? Deborah was a gifted prophet who received a vision, showing how the Israelites could defeat the fearsome Canaanite army. But it would only be possible if her instructions were followed. But would she be able to convince the Israeli military leaders to listen to her? Even if she could get them to fight, winning the battle was only half the challenge. Would they also be able to defeat the evil general Sisera? At the start of Deborah's story, the land of Israel was facing widespread turmoil. King Jabin of Canaan was oppressing the Israelites. Despite his brutal 20-year reign, no one had stood up to him. This was due to his huge army, led by the fearsome Sisera. With his huge army, including over 900 iron chariots, no one could stand in their way. But there was one Israelite who wasn't intimidated by the Canaanites. Deborah knew that this army could be defeated. God had sent her visions, revealing his plan. Deborah rushed to put the Lord's plan in motion, summoning the leader of the Israeli military, Barak. She assured him that the Israelites would overcome Sisera if he took 10,000 men to the Kishon River. But Barak was skeptical. Eventually, he agreed to do it, on one condition. Deborah had to go with him. The prophet agreed, though she prophesied that the glory of defeating Sisera would go to a woman. Now that they had a plan, Barak and Deborah started to raise a mighty army. Soon, the Israelites had 10,000 soldiers at their command. So they set out to the Kishon River, ready to face the fearsome forces of Sisera. As Sisera's army approached the Kishon River, God intervened. A huge deluge flooded the Kishon River. Sisera's powerful iron chariots got stuck in the thick mud. Without the powerful chariots, the Canaanites struggled to fight back. As Deborah predicted, the Israelites won the battle. But what about the leader, Sisera? After seeing the chariots get stuck, Sisera knew they were doomed. So, he fled the battle. He arrived at a clan who the Canaanites had an alliance with. The clan leader's wife, Jael, welcomed him into her tent and gave him milk. Relieved to be safe, Sisera fell asleep. As Deborah foretold, though, Sisera would be killed by a woman. That night, Jael snuck into his tent and murdered him. So, what is the message hidden inside this story? Deborah shows that God can call anyone to do his work. At the time, many people would have been uncomfortable taking orders from a woman. Yet, Deborah ignored their objections, having the faith to follow God's instructions.